Alright, so we talked about the problems with dynamically assembling route paths in the previous lecture, so let's see an alternative approach now. What we can do is to assign a name to a route. This name can then be referred to when linking to a route, or as we'll see later, when navigating to routes within JavaScript. Let's give our dynamic route a name first of all. So within the routes.js file, let's change this route right here and simply give it a name key and a name that we choose. I will name it Vue product. And then we can update the link within the product list component to refer to this name. For that, we need to add an object as the value for the to attribute. So make sure that you're using the vbind directive when doing this. So I'll replace what we already had and add an empty object. Along with the name of the route we want to link to, we can also specify parameters within a params key, which itself is an object. This is where we'll be specifying the product ID. But first, the name of the route, that was Vue product, and then the params key for the parameters. And since our segment right here was product ID, I will add a key named product ID colon and product.id. So again, I'm using the alias from the v4 directive. So what happens is that Vue will find the route with the name that we specified and use its path for assembling the correct link. If we open the application again, we should see that nothing has changed and everything works exactly as before. Only now we are generating links to our routes much more dynamically. If we change the path of the route, the links pointing to the route will automatically be updated instead of breaking. Let's try to add something to the route path and see that in action. So I will just say /test before the dynamic segment. Open the browser, click the link. And now you can see that the URL was changed appropriately without us having to explicitly update the link. So that's pretty cool, right? Now it's much easier to refactor route paths without breaking any links in our application. Of course, you would still need to adjust the links if you add, remove or rename dynamic segments, but as long as you just change the static part of the route path, then you should be safe.